The Democratic Party wants Dwade Wade to run for office. What do I think about that? I believe they want Dwade Wade to run for office so he can recapture some votes for the Democratic Party plantation.
Okay, you guys, come on in. As you can see what this video is going to be about. When this came across my desk, I don't know if I wanted to laugh or cry. I'm just, as you heard little snippets of that from Dr. Umar Johnson, this is just, it's funny, but it's not funny. It just shows you the state of this country where we're at. So, and this is just my opinion, everyone, my opinion. But go ahead, before I continue with my commentary, reaction, opinion, go ahead, like this video, hit the likes, and also I need for you all, because it's free, hit the like, share this video, drop some comments too. Let's engage in the comment section. I will be running a poll at the end of this video, so head on over to my community section. I have polls going on. Votes. And most importantly, you guys, and this is the ultimate freebie. You can listen to this video. Yes, listen to this video from beginning to end. I will be sharing a couple screens with you guys and then giving more of my commentary reaction on this topic. But yeah, U.S. Senator prospect, another one. You guys, I don't know if you've seen, I posted something on, what is his name? Hill Harper. He's running for, U.S. Senator in Detroit, Michigan. I did a video on him. So head on over to my video section. I'll post that link in this description section of this post. But the Democrats are fishing. You guys, think for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Think for yourself. Do what's in your best interest. But if you believe Dwade Wade will make a great U.S. Senator, legislation-wise, mind you, the United States Senate seat, that's where the legislation is really passed before it gets to the president's desk. So they're trying to stack their chips, just like how Trump stacked his chips with the Supreme Court. And that's a whole nother subject in itself. So this came across my desk a couple weeks ago, but I'm just now getting to it. Dr. Umar Johnson, you guys, in my opinion, is on the mark about this. And I do not agree with everything Dr. Umar Johnson says and does, all of that. I don't know if you all know anything about my channel, but I'm one of those, I'm forever a student. So whether it be social media, YouTube channels, whether it be books, whether it be classes, I am forever a student. Do I agree with everything? No, I pick and choose, and I come up with my own, in my opinion, thought process of what's beneficial for me, my life, etc. That's how, and it's okay. We all have perspectives and we all have views on certain things, but hey, that's life. And in my opinion, it's good to have your own thought process or views on something. But back to the subject at hand, he hit this on the mark. So you mean to tell me Dwade Wade and Gabrielle Union in politics? If you all let this happen, wow. And like I said, I know I said about having our own perspectives and opinion, but if you guys think that this is good for this country, then hey, I guess it is what it is, right? It is what it is, because you can vote, you cannot vote, your choice. But if you guys can't see the agenda at hand, then I don't know what to tell you. No, I do not think Dwade Wade should be anywhere near passing legislation for this country, because if he does entertain this thought, he would add to the current mockery of a political climate we are currently living in. And again, this is just my opinion. And yes, I do think this is the political climate we are living in today is such a mockery. It really is. All they're doing is fighting each other because it's self-serving for their agenda, their lives, and power, the power dynamic. Furthermore, I think the majority of Congress should be fired, the whole entire system gutted from the highest level, hence the presidency, from the highest level, highest office of the land, and there should be age limits. Yes, I'm going there. Call it ageism, whatever. I'm just not understanding. Look at Mitch. Look like he's having, in my opinion, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, but it just doesn't look like he's medically well. Physically, or from a mental capacity perspective. And that's just my opinion. So, but let me go ahead and share this clip. Dr. Umar Johnson. I might jump in here and there and give my reaction and commentary and all of that, or I just may let it play out. And then I will go ahead and share an article with you guys that I came across, because this just blew my mind, like I said, when this first came across my desk. And so I'm, discussing it now.
Once the Democratic Party wants Dwade Wade to run for office. What do I think about that? I believe they want Dwade Wade to run for office so he can recapture some votes for the Democratic Party plantation. They want Dwade Wade to run for office so he can recapture some of the runaway Democratic Party plantation slaves and bring them back to Massa Biden.
Pause. Let me interject here. Although his delivery and what he's saying, that's Dr. Umar Johnson. But basically, in my opinion, he's what I just stated: power and votes. Have some type of control and balance. So that's pretty much, in my opinion. These are not his words, I'm saying, but, I'm just paraphrasing in my own words. So you guys can go ahead and fall for the banana in a tailpipe if you want to. But let me continue.
Bring them back to Massa Biden. Bring them back to Overseer Kamala. They want Dwade Wade to run for office so he can catch some of the runaway slaves from the Democratic Party plantation who are not voting next November. They also want Dwade Wade so him and Gabrielle can parade Zaya around. They want Dwade Wade to bring Zaya on the campaign trail so they can continue to transgenderize black boys and girls. They want to continue to transgenderize black boys and girls. I love my brother Dwade Wade. He was one of my favorite players. But he has been drafted and he is now part of the agenda. He is part of the global African depopulation agenda. First they gave him a TV show, now they want to give him public office. Dwade Wade, don't end up on my Mount Rushmore. Dwade Wade.
Okay, you guys, there you have it. So like I stated, I believe Dr. Umar Johnson hit the mark on a lot of his points in this particular, clip, and there's more to it. Head on over, hit to his channel, watch the entire post in its entirety. Dr. Umar Johnson has his own YouTube channel. I think he probably has his own website, all of that. So, but this is just an excerpt, a snippet from that. And let me go ahead and share this article I came across, which is connecting to this topic. Okay. This article, excerpts from this article from people.com. Dwade Wade says he's been approached by Florida Democrats about running for office. The former Miami Heat's point guard is rumored to have caught the attention of prominent Democrats who are looking for someone to challenge far-right Florida Senator Rick Scott in 2024. You guys, they're trying to stack their chips. This is how it goes. So let's pick someone popular and this and that. They don't give a crap about Dwade Wade and his family. It's about power. And they will use him as a puppet. And they basically will say, hey, we will help you out, lead you and guide you. So they'll be thinking and speaking for him. So let me go ahead and continue. 3 months after reports surfaced that Florida Democrats were eyeing NBA legend Wade, 41, and Grant Hill, 50, Grant Hill too, as possible candidates for a United States Senate run in 2024, the former Miami Heat's point guard has shared his reaction to the news. When asked by the New York Times about which circled in May after an NBC News story reported that both of the former basketball players had been named by Democratic donor groups, Wade said he heard about the discussion. He then confirmed that he has been approached about running for political office, but laughed off any questioning about whether he would actually consider launching a campaign. I mean, it's just conversation, Wade said. Hey, you would be good for. Hey, we can see you in. We would love to have you. He continued, it's things that I'm passionate about, what I will speak out on and speak up for. And so I don't play politician games. I don't know a lot about it. I think this was Dwayne's quote or whatever based on this article. And if he did say this, the last part, I don't know a lot about it. I'm glad he's being honest. So that brings me back to the point is that he will be a puppet, a placeholder, and they will be controlling the way he think, the way he speak, and what they deem is good for the country, and basically tell him, you're going to have to vote this way to get whatever legislation they want passed. But as he just quoted in this article, that he don't know much about it. I don't know a lot about it. He don't. So I'm glad he's being honest, and I hope he remains being honest with himself, because you don't want to step in the lion's den, Dwade. You don't. These people will eat you up and chew you out, first and foremost. And I understand, according to what Umar Johnson was stating, which I believe is a great point as well. They'll use him. They'll use him. They'll use his family, his kids, and to usher in this political agenda that they have. They will. But let me continue. The article further cites a primary factor behind the support for a potential Wade candidacy has to do with his advocacy, for the LGBTQ rights. She had two daughters, including 15-year-old Zaya, who came out as transgender in 2020. Since their daughter's transition, the couple has been outspoken in their support of transgender rights. Of his advocacy, Wade, who was inducted into Royal Basketball Hall of Fame on Saturday, told the outlet he's aware of the significance of his platform. I also understand that I have a role as an American citizen and as a known person to be able to highlight and speak on things that other people may not be able to because they don't have opportunity to do so. Okay, if you want to read the article in its entirety, go head on over there. That's an older article, but like I said, this topic has been on my desk for a couple weeks now, so it's not something new, but I did want to focus on this. And there you have it. So what are your thoughts, you guys? Drop some comments in the comment section. I'm totally against this. You guys, I kind of pretty much stated how I feel, but let me jump back into the topic at hand as well regarding age limits, because that's where I left off at before I started sharing the clip in this excerpts of this article. When it comes to age limits in the political field, you have 70 plus to 80 plus year old individuals running this country, running for political positions, holding office, holding on to this power that could change or possibly change the trajectory of not only your life, my life, your children, your children's children, for generations to come. So this is something to not be taken lightly at all. You guys, I'm really annoyed by the same old political games, the same old fashioned good old boy politics type of thing. And I honestly, in my opinion, I believe times have changed. Technology is highly prevalent and relevant now. If you don't catch up, you're going to get left behind. AI is taking over. Chat GPT is taking over. A lot of these people, even at my age and my latter years, it's kind of challenging in some areas to kind of keep up. But I thank God I have kids in different age brackets, so they keep me abreast. I keep my ear and my eyes to the street. Yes, it's a lot. It could be overwhelming. It could be overloading or whatever. But in comparison to some people in my age group, which I really in some instances can't have certain conversations with because they're completely oblivious to the chat GPT, the AI, the social media, the social platforms, ads, and how the new media is social media and the traditional legacy media is old media. That's why it's called traditional and legacy. People are not aware or not abreast with what's going on to change in this country, and the younger generations will be running it, those under us. So when I say all of that, like in terms of the technology and all of that is just evolving a different level now, and how anyone under the age of 45, they're so on top of it technology wise, they're going to be running the country. So let's talk about solutions. And I know people are like, well, what do you have? What are your thoughts? What should happen? And like I said, first, age limits. I do believe. I don't know what they look like or whatever. Or maybe to add to that, okay, when you get to a certain point age wise, You go through some type of health screen exam wise. And I'm not talking about paying a physician allegedly to say that you're in good health from Trump to Biden, all of that, to say that they mentally could run the country and they physically. No, I'm talking about let's put them to test. Let's put them to test with exams. Let's put them to test with technology. Yeah. Yeah. Let's put them to test from that perspective to see if they have the mental capacity to run the country. Let's put them through some physical exams. You know, if you're 70 years old and you've been taking care of yourself in your prime and through your 50s or whatever, you should be able to pass a basic, you know, how in physical education you have to do these type of gym runs or whatever, or, you know, laps. You should be able to have there should be some type of physical exercise regimen they have to go through, and mental exercise testing, basic stuff. So maybe that should happen. However, also too, in terms of solution wise, let's talk about changing the system internally, regulatory wise. Let's actually start there first. And let me be careful, you guys, with my words, because I miss my words. Yet, I do not want to be misunderstood or misinterpreted, because the powers that be, or whoever listening or may listen, or this may come across your desk, you may think that I'm saying, oh, no. Let's do it legally and regulatory wise. Let's pass some legislation to change things internally. Not only age limits, not only going through physical and mental IQ type of screenings. If you want to remain in politics at a certain age, how about having term limits when it comes to the United States Supreme Court, the highest court of the land? I don't think that should be for life or till they want to retire. I think that should be rotated. That's another change. So that's what I'm talking about when from a perspective in that manner. But yeah, back to Dwade as U.S. Senator. Heck no. And I'm saying it with my chest. Heck no. And with every fiber in my body. This move would be terrible, in my opinion. Horrible. And as I stated in that article, I quoted from that article to people.com, what Dwayne Wade seems like what he basically stated, and I'm just paraphrasing, that he don't know a lot about it. You know, yeah, he is an advocate for certain things that he wants to speak up for or speak out against, you know, and that's his right, that's his prerogative as a United States citizen and a taxpayer. He can do that. And that's first and foremost free speech. We all can. But when you want to place him in a political position just for power and votes, and this man is basically saying, hey, I really don't know. I know how to speak up for things that I'm for or against, but that's about it. But when you get into the voting and legislation and all of that, so basically they're going to have people thinking and speaking for him if he does entertain this thought. I hope he don't. I really hope he don't. Because I say heck no, and I say that respectfully. I like Dwayne Wade as an NBA player, and I'm going to leave it there. His grind, his hustle, he's a great in that perspective, to me, in my opinion. I don't agree with him when it comes to a lot of topics, his political views, and things of that nature. And hey, we all can agree to disagree. And that's his prerogative and mine as well. So, but yeah, you guys, I'm going to leave it at this. Check out my polls in my community section. I'm going to run a poll on this. Will you be voting for Dwade if he decides to run for United States Senator? And I think they're trying to pin him in Florida. Would you be voting for him? Would you be voting for him? Do you believe the Democratic Party is scrambling at this point because they're trying to gain some type of legislative power for years to come? For what? What would that look like for the country? I'm telling you guys, pay attention. And what Dr. Umar Johnson was stating, I do believe a lot of people may not be voting next year. They may not be. Look at what is happening now and what could potentially happen future-wise, 10 years from now. We got an economic crisis. We got a border crisis. We have an employment crisis. We have a health crisis. We have a housing crisis. We have inflation. We have the stock market is horrible. Who's what? We have a criminal law crisis. Criminals just running amok, especially in the major cities. But yeah, so like this video, you guys, share this video, head on over to my community section, have polls going on, vote, 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 vote. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.